Thor. Hey, what's up, man? Look, there's a lot on the line tonight. #1 contendership for the Kansas City title. But I'm not going to let my dislike of Dak cloud my sense of sportsmanship. So I just came here to tell you, best of luck. You know, may the best man win. Couldn't say it better myself.
KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? What you screaming out? What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC, everybody say, fight KC, come on, come on. Fight KC, what you screaming out? Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC, come on, come on. Fight KC. Fight KC, what you talking about?
We just saw an amazing show of sportsmanship from Blaine, Meeks to Thor. I gotta say, I am so excited about tonight's main event.
Marty, does Blaine always have to do the right thing? Does he always have to, hey, good luck there, champ, and see you out there? These guys are going to go one-on-one in our main event tonight, and it's for a huge #1 contender spot.
Ben, just because he always has to do the right thing doesn't mean he's not going to fight hard in tonight's main event. Make sure you guys all stick around for that. I'm Marty Bell.
And I'm Ben Miller, and we've got a great hour of pro wrestling action headed for all you great fans at home, starting off with our first matchup, which is Draper taking on Marty the Moth Casal.
In a first for NWL, a Kendo stick on a pole match. Dharma takes on Hans Ruger.
That's right, and then, like we said, in the main event, it's going to be Blaine, Meeks, and Thor Theriot going one-on-one, and the winner is the #1 contender and gets a shot at Draper.
Ben, I am so excited for this debut. It might be my favorite debut ever, and not just because he's Marty. Martin the Moth Casal. It's gonna be exciting. This guy has been all over the world.
Absolutely, he's been featured on many other wrestling programs. He's a little off. He's a little strange, as you I think you'll see in this match. But one thing's for sure, I don't know if Draper and his Dreams Come True challenge, if he was ready for Marty the Moth.
Let's head down to the ring.
Well, I'm just gonna sit here and let you take care of this, because you seem to be the leader of this man's fan club. That the Kansas City champion, Dakota Draper, is here.
Well, you say you're not going to say anything about it, then you just give them a full interview. Which is it, Miller? Are you going to shut up, or are you going to let me talk, or are you going to talk? That's your Kansas City champion, Draper. Look at him. 6'5", handsome, skilled, everything you could want.
It's for the NWL KC Championship. And is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 250 pounds, hailing from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. He is the NWL KC Champion. He is the mile-high Magnum Draper.
How much Draper looks at himself in the mirror. He must be best friends with every mirror he walks past, because this guy is probably the most cocky and arrogant person I've ever met in my life.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Miller. He's not cocky, he's convinced. That's what champions need. You need that to be a champion, Miller.
Looks like the champ has something to say.
So everybody's acting like my opponent, Martin Casal, is different than all my other opponents, like he's some big special guy who's supposed to beat the mile-high Magnum.
I hope he does.
Martin Casal could have been on WWE Tough Enough, he could be on Lucha Underground, but he has never been the first, the longest reigning, and most importantly, the greatest Kansas City champion of all time.
Here he comes, Martin Casal, aka Marty the Moth Casal. This guy's a little bit off, and he's looking to put it in to Draper's reign on top.
little off. This guy's a lot off. You're supposed to talk into it.
Maybe. My name is Marty the Moth Casaus. Hey, Jack. You're right. I've been fighting some of the best luchadors in the world at Lucha Underground. I also went face to face with Stone Cold Steve Austin on WWE Tough Enough.
It's true. It's dark.
But you're right. I've never been NWL Heavyweight Champion. That's why I'm here tonight. So let's play.
And his opponent, weighing 251 pounds, hailing from Salt Lake City, Utah, he is Marty the Moth Casaus.
There's definitely something unsettling about Marty, but let me tell you what I do like about him is if he's able to stick his foot in Dakota Draper's mouth here tonight, I don't care how weird he gets, just as long as that gets accomplished.
This guy's very, very accomplished, one of the most talented wrestlers in the entire world. You see, this guy is used to facing people with all sorts of different wrestling styles. How is that going to stack up against the Kansas City champion, Dak Draper? I'll tell you what, Miller, this just goes to show you how important things are here in the NWL. We got stars from all over the world saying, I want a shot at Dak Draper. I want to be in the NWL. They're coming. They can go anywhere, and where do they want to come? They want to come right here.
You deserve a choice. We're here to give it to you.
This is X1051.
Be part of the wave, can't stop.
More music, less talk, all day. 105-minute nonstop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. You and us together. A new alternative for Kansas City.
X1051.
He doesn't hesitate in his movements.
Wow, look at that. Oh, great agility there.
Got caught.
And Marty caught him. Nice exploder suplex and a kip up. Marty the Moth is starting to feel momentum on his side in this matchup.
Listen, you can't even make one mistake with a guy like Marty the Moth. That was unbelievable. What power, what strength. Just to catch Dak Draper as he comes off the top rope there.
Could the newcomer to the NWL, but the world-traveled veteran, Marty the Moth, could he upset Dak Draper tonight and take home that championship?
He's got everything going his way right now. Is he going to fly? Here he goes.
His name's oh my goodness gracious! What a tope suicida by the large Marty the Moth. That reminds me of when Mike Awesome used to take flight like that. Just an unbelievable jetliner through the air.
Yeah, they don't call him the Moth for nothing, right? Flying right over that top. Very, very impressive. He might have Dak Draper out here.
Going for a cover, referee Nick Chin in position, gets a 2 count.
Took a lot of time getting Dak Draper to get back into the ring. That's one thing, is it takes an awful lot out of you. He's got to pick up that big body of Dak Draper and roll him back in, give him just enough time so he could kick out.
Could be going for one of his signature moves, the curb stomp here. If Dak Draper gets hit with this, it could be over. He misses it. Now Dak Draper going once again for that fireman's carry. Marty the Moth slips out of it. I'm sure it's, a belly to back suplex. And Marty the Moth holds on to that. And he could be going for another belly to back suplex, driving Dak Draper into the mat. He is still holding on to that belly to back positioning.
The fact that Dak Draper is so much taller just puts more pressure when he goes over in those suplexes. It's more of his head and his neck. Dak's really hurting right now.
Dak Draper floats Marty the Moth up and over. Lands a shoulder block to the midsection. He could be going for a sunset flip. He is.
Gonna steal one.
Right, he's holding on to that top rope, and he misses a knee drop. Nicely timed by Marty the Moth to get out of the way of that knee drop. Now what does he do? He's booted him in the midsection.
Double underhook.
He has him in a double underhook. What is he doing here? This could be one of his other signature moves. And he just drives him. Oh, it's almost like a go-to-sleep type of maneuver right into the knees. 2. No! Dak Draper gets the right shoulder up.
I'll tell you, the heat, the excitement, the pressure of this match is starting to get to both of these competitors. You can see these guys really breathing heavy, sweating very, very hard.
How hot do you think it is in here right now?
I'd say it's well over 100 degrees in here right now. That's not an exaggeration. These hot summer nights here in Missouri with all the technical equipment, all those lights shining down, it's got to be well over 100.
Well over 100 degrees. You can see the exhaustion starting to take hold on both of these competitors. It almost gets a 3 count. And Marty the Moth barely gets that right shoulder up.
I'll tell you, if you're looking for the best seats in the house when it starts to get real warm, because you have so many people in here sitting in that second balcony, if you get a chance, those seats are perfect.
Any seat in the Scottish Rite Temple is a great seat, but you're absolutely right.
Look, chair.
Oh, of course the champion feels his opportunity is slipping away, and now he's planning on ending this match with a DQ with a chair shot to Marty the Moth. How disgusting.
I gotta be honest,
and that's our champion.
I don't want to see the match end like this. I want to see a nice finish.
Oh, there you go. Nick Chin grabbing that chair out of Dak Draper's hands. Finally, Nick Chin does have his head on a swivel. And now Dak Draper firing those right hands into the face, and Marty getting that knee up into the face of Dak Draper after blocking that shot.
Huge knee.
Oh, now here comes that curb stomp, and he drove Dak Draper's face into the mat. Going for a cover here.
Right here.
1, 2, no! Dak Draper kicks out right before the 3 count.
We've seen Marty the Moth put a lot of people out with that move right there, curb stomp. He's looking at the chair.
Now what is Marty? Oh, Marty, come on. Although Dak was going to use the chair, that doesn't mean he has to.
Listen, Marty the Moth is, who knows what's going on in the mind of that guy. He might not even care about the disqualification. The referee is right there.
Maybe Marty the Moth has had enough of the games of the champion Dak Draper, and he wants to put it into it by laying that steel chair right across the dome of the Mile High Magna.
Wouldn't surprise me at all to see Marty the Moth want to retire Dak Draper by giving him a couple of vicious chairs.
Oh, this could be it. He's going to rack that head.
Right, referee, you're going to get disqualified, Marty. What?
Whoa, Marty
just gave it back to the left.
Uncharacteristically, Marty's had a change of heart, and once again goes for that knee strike. He could be. What is he signaling for here? Dak is down.
Champion is out. I would go for a cover. What is he doing?
And he slumped over like a pile of bricks. Just kind of fell over. Marty the Moth could be going for a moonsault here, and he is. And he missed the moonsault. Nobody home on that attempt.
Champion playing possum. Smart move right there from Dak
Draper. Picks him up Mile High. Dr. Bob, 1, 2, and 3. And that is it. Wow. Dak Draper remains the king of the mountain here in the NWL.
What an impressive victory for Dak Draper. Unbelievable. Marty took a lot of time there arguing with the referee. Dak playing possum. That's why he's a champion. This guy is smart. He's got all the physical tools, but he also is a thinking man's champion as well. Dak Draper, a huge victory. I'd say his biggest victory to date over Marty the Moth.
Challengers keep coming, and Dak Draper keeps knocking them down. Love him or hate him, this is the man right now in the NWL. Dakota Draper is still your champ.
Who's going to step up and take that title from Dak Draper? From what I see, nobody. This guy's got everybody's number. You may not like it, Miller, but you should just accept it, because this guy's going to be a champ for a long time. Sorry, creepo.
Good showing by Marty the Moth Casau in his first outing here in the NWL, which I'm sure there'll be much more of Marty the Moth that we'll see in the coming weeks and months here in the NWL.
Ben, I've got to give it to Dak. He picked up another victory here. But Marty the Moth looked great out there. I'm really excited and hope we can have him back soon.
Absolutely. One thing's for sure, and the fans at home don't know this, but it was really hot in that building, so for any of these athletes to compete at that level was pretty impressive. Good for you, Marty the Moth, to try to hand it to Dak Draper, but unfortunately we still have Dak Draper as the Kansas City heavyweight champion. Our next match is a match we've all been looking forward to. This may be the end of this rivalry. This is a Kendo stick on a pole match.
I have been, following Dharma and on social media, and all he does is promote this holistic lifestyle, but when he gets in the ring, he just doesn't seem to follow his plans of peace and inner peace and all that. So I'm really excited to see what Hans is going to do to him.
That's right. Let's get down into the ring and check out this kendo stick on the pole match.
Listen to me now very carefully. Dharma! If you have the leg back in the room, you're gonna face me one more time.
So, hey man, Hans, you want to challenge me to another type of match? I don't care what it is. You want to act like a crazy maniac swinging that kendo stick at me?
And we're gonna dig deep, very deep, into the book of wrestling. Kendo. Stick on a pole match!
Oh really? A kendo stick on a pole match? That's pretty cute. You know, I've beaten Hans Ruger in pretty much every match there is. I beat him in a singles match for one fall. I beat him in a pose down. And tonight, I beat him in a submissions match with the move that I invented, the submission that I made famous, Dharmageddon.
You gotta go with the Austrian horse one more time.
But hey man, if that's what you want, that's what we can do. And in 2 weeks at NWL KC at the Scottish Rite Temple, they're not just gonna call me the Jolly Llama. They're not just gonna call me the King of Karma. They're not just gonna call me the Crown Prince of Inner Peace. But after that match, Hans Ruger, they're gonna call me Kendo Dharma. Namaste.
Here we go, Christopher. Some would say this is a main event caliber matchup that we have here tonight. Hans Ruger and this man high on life, Kendo Dharma, are going to settle their score with a kendo stick on a pole match.
We've seen this kendo
Introducing
stick
first,
brought into
weighing in at a holistically healthy 169 pounds. Hailing from a higher plane, he is high on life, Kendo Dharma.
This guy is unbelievable. You know, for someone who's so centered and so zen-like, or who's supposed to be like that, using weapons like kendo sticks in his matches, come on. Something's wrong with this guy.
This guy is very, very impressive physically. He has a lot of body control. And maybe Hans Ruger deserves to get hit with a kendo stick. You ever think of that?
No, because I would never want to hit anybody with a kendo stick, much less the Austrian horse Hans Ruger. And there's a shot of that kendo stick hanging on the pole.
That's the opposite of silence. Stop yelling at me! That sign is inappropriate. Did you get your children to make that? Fine, you know what? Keep yelling. That doesn't make a bit of difference to me. In 6 weeks, Hans Ruger has been completely unable to touch me with that kendo stick, and tonight will be no different. Om Namah Shivaya, Namaste.
What was that last part before Namaste? What does that mean?
Well, it means that, yeah, Kendo Dharma's a great wrestler. That's what it means.
Oh, okay. That's great analysis there by Christopher Wolf.
Well, you didn't know what it means.
Well, you're supposed to know everything that I don't know.
Let me tell you, I know a lot of things.
Here comes the Austrian horse Hans Ruger, and we have seen him and Kendo Dharma.
Introducing his opponent, weighing 235 pounds, hailing from Vienna, Austria, he is the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
We have seen him and High on Life Kendo Dharma engage in some wars, even a pose down over the last few months, but they want to settle the score here tonight because Kendo Dharma has employed that kendo stick in almost every outing, even in the pose down against Hans Ruger.
First of all, I don't know if he technically employs that kendo stick. I think this kendo stick had to fill out a 1099. So he doesn't have to pay taxes on that. But you're right. These guys have definitely had their issues with each other from the minute they got here. Hans Ruger got here.
Pretty much. I think Ken Dharma's always taken exception to the fact that the fans and maybe even some people in the office that make the matches favored Hans Ruger, and he felt he was being overlooked.
Well, I definitely think that has been true. We've noticed sort of a mean streak and aggression with Ken Dharma, being a guy that, he's had an impressive win streak here in the NWL. The guy feels like maybe he's being passed up. He certainly took out his frustrations on Hans Ruger, took his frustrations out on Blaine Meeks, if you remember, not too long ago with that kendo stick as well. Maybe there's something to Ken Dharma's frustration.
Absolutely. Hans Ruger clubbing away on the chest of Ken Dharma, and both men at the opening moments of this contest were scrambling to grab that kendo stick, because as soon as you grab that kendo stick, you can use it on your opponent.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times. Also by Local Pig, located just east of City Market, a whole animal butcher shop featuring locally sourced animals raised outdoors with no hormones or antibiotics.
And now he's
referee David.
Oh, he was holding on to referee David Gulick and then just hit him low. I think that was a low blow by the pacifist, if you will, or the peaceful high on life Ken Dharma. Give me a break. He's so peaceful he had to hit Hans Ruger low. Now what is he doing? Looks like
he's going to get it.
Looks like he may get that kendo stick, and like we said, if he grabs this kendo stick,
he's got it.
He's got it, and now he can use it against Hans Ruger in whatever way he wants.
This is bad news for Hans Ruger.
This is definitely
completely legal, Miller.
Not good for the Austrian horse Hans Ruger. Look at that sadistic look. Oh!
Well, you can hear that smack. That kendo stick, that bamboo on that kendo stick just splits your skin right open. Very, very painful.
Absolutely. And for you fans that don't know what a kendo stick is made of, that is tightly wrapped bamboo. Sticks of bamboo wrapped together, and it's a very, very hard stick. And it's, like you said, Christopher, when that hits you, that'll split your skin wide open.
Kids, I want you to go to any martial arts store here in Kansas City, pick up a kendo stick and start beating up your siblings with it. If you could do that, then you'll know. No, they shouldn't do that.
No, ow! The NWL does not endorse or condone any kids buying kendo sticks and using them on anybody. That's for trained professionals like Ken Dharma and Hans Ruger. How dare you? Will you just be quiet for a minute?
I'm just trying to educate our audience, Miller.
Ken Dharma thought that was going to be it of Hans Ruger once he was putting the beat. Did you see him riding that kendo stick around like he's Happy Gilmore or something? This guy is ridiculous. Week by week, he gets more and more ridiculous. Now he's winding up to take a shot right at the arm of Hans Ruger, and we saw him do this in their last encounter where he was really working that submission match. He was really working over that arm.
All of this is perfectly legal too, Miller. Really taking him apart piece by piece.
Well, there's a namaste for you as he inflicts more punishment and pain on his opponent right across the back.
Well, you could just hear that kendo stick whipping through the air. On the impact, you can start seeing Hans Ruger swelling up a little bit, even cut up a little bit on the back there.
That's true. And you can see it right on his pectoral and his bicep region. I think I see a little trickle of blood coming out. I mean, that's a punishing stick that these guys are laying on each other, and Dharma's been inflicting all the damage so far.
Anybody out there that underestimates Ken Dharma, I want you to take a look at this. Take a look at any of Ken Dharma's matches, as a matter of fact. This guy typically is the smaller man, but he makes the most of every pound that he has. This guy, very, very smart, great technician, moves like nobody else, and look at that vicious streak. Look at the look on Ken Dharma's face right now. He's very serious, as serious as I've ever seen him.
Ken Dharma said at the beginning of this match that he was not going to allow Hans Ruger to hit him with that kendo stick, because Hans Ruger has tried in the past once he's gotten it back from Ken Dharma, and now look at this, he blocks that shot. He is not going to win a strength competition, and he flung High on Life almost out of the ring as he was holding on to that kendo stick.
Hans has got the stick.
And now Hans has got that kendo stick, and if he hits Ken Dharma with it, it could be lights out.
I think Hans is enjoying this. He's going to enjoy hitting Dharma.
He can't hit him in the face with this. That would be, oh! He swung for the fences there, and Ken Dharma ducks out of the ring. I was going to say, if he hit him right across the face, that would have been it for this matchup.
Boy, Hans Ruger should play for the Royals with a miss like that. Big whiff.
This is the second disclaimer I'm going to have to say in this match. I do not.
Oh, look at that!
Ken Dharma was heading for the back, and Blaine Meeks.
We talked about Blaine Meeks earlier, how he ended up attacking Blaine Meeks with that kendo stick. Looks like a little karma coming back to Ken Dharma. Karma for Dharma.
And look, now he's saying he's sorry. Give me a break. Hans Ruger. Come on, Hans, get him.
I don't think this is going to fly.
You know he doesn't mean it. Come on, Hans. You can't possibly believe that this guy means anything that he says. He's asking, what? Hans is dropping the kendo stick. He's accepting the olive branch of Ken Dharma.
What's going on here? No.
Oh, no, he's not. He just picked up Ken Dharma and flung him.
On the back of the kendo stick there.
I think the back of his head just smacked the edge of that kendo stick with that fall-away slam. And now Hans Ruger is in full control of this matchup. He did not take Ken Dharma seriously for a second.
He broke the kendo stick over his back.
That kendo stick just shattered over the back of High on Life Ken Dharma. Unbelievable impact by Hans Ruger.
Those things are built not to break that easily. That unbelievable amount of power went into that.
Oh!
Another one.
And those splinters, you just saw the splinters of that kendo stick just throw off of it as he hits him time and time again. Good night. Ken Dharma, this has got to be it. 1, 2, no, Ken Dharma.
Smart move. Smart move by Ken Dharma. Unbelievably smart right there.
Unbelievable. Look at there. There's one of those splinters, those jagged splinters from that kendo stick. That thing's splintered in half almost. What is Hans Ruger going for here?
Well, he's going to put him up in his finishing maneuver, I think.
This could be the Alpine plunge, but no.
Dharma's got the stick.
Ken Dharma picked up that kendo stick, and now he's he just super kicked it into the face.
He could have gotten one of those jagged edges in the eye or something.
1, 2, no! Hans Ruger kicks out.
Complaining to referee David Gulick, maybe thinks he should have had a little faster count there.
That kendo stick just collided with the face of Hans Ruger after being super kicked into his face by Ken Dharma. Now Ken Dharma, he may take that jagged, that weapon that they've reduced to almost half of its length now, and now he's looking for a measure of revenge, and he misses. And Hans grabs that stick, and now he's trying to run away, gets caned right across the back.
Looks like he's setting him up. Oh, he's got him.
Now Hans has...
Maybe he can get him this time.
Now he's looking for that Alpine drop. If he connects, this could be it. And he just drove him right onto the cane. And this could be it. 1, 2, 3. And Hans Ruger has pinned High on Life Ken Dharma.
The winner of the match.
What a brutal match.
Unbelievable matchup. You see both these men worse for wear. Bruises and cuts on both of them.
I think it'll be a long time before High on Life Ken Dharma picks up a kendo stick again and uses it for any kind of action. I think he's learned his lesson at the hands of the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
Well, it looks like Hans Ruger finally got his revenge against High on Life Ken Dharma. And I know that Ken Dharma is going to be wearing those battle scars from the kendo stick for a long time to come. There's so much going on in the NWL. We want to get you caught up. Now let's get you over to Marty Bell for the NWL update.
Thank you, Ben. This is Marty here with this week's NWL update. Today I want to talk to you guys about Sharkbait teaming up with the returning Gil Rogers to face the foundation of Michael Strider and Scott Slade. Now, for whatever reason, it just seems the foundation is bent on destroying Sharkbait's career before it even begins. Sharkbait was able to find an amazing partner in Gil Rogers, but unfortunately, things did not go their way as Scott Slade was able to roll up Sharkbait using those tights. I caught up with the foundation after their match. Let's see what they had to say about their victory. Strider, Wyatt, I can't help but notice that you're one member short of the foundation.
Correct. Scott Slade noticed 3 beautiful blondes in the second row.
Okay, that's enough. Let's actually talk about what people want to talk about. Let's talk about your tag match tonight, and well, maybe we can even touch on your match with Foster.
Shark! Bait. You brought in Gil Rogers. Why? Because he's good. And you're green, and we've been teaching you lessons, so perhaps you thought you would get Mr. Goody Two-Shoes Fancy Pants, Gil Rogers, to show you the light of day on how to beat the foundation. Didn't happen.
We just listened to what the foundation had to say. Now, let's listen to everyone's favorite underdog, Gil Rogers, who made his return at NWL. Gil Rogers, welcome back. How does it feel to be back in the Scottish Rite Temple?
Thank you so much, Marty. I missed you so much. These 2 shows, it felt like I was gone an eternity. But I do want to start off, though. I do want to apologize to Sharkbait. When that no good Jeremy Wyatt cheap shotted me from behind and took me out of the match, I couldn't get in the ring and stop that no good Scott Slade from hooking the trunks for the 1, 2, 3. Sharkbait, I'm sorry, buddy. I know we'll get him another day. But you NWL KC fans, I can't thank you enough. You have no idea how great that felt tonight. The Gil, when I came through the curtain, when I hit my monkey flip, when I hit my drop kicks. I love you fans so much. And this loss tonight is not going to get me down because I'll be back again doing the Gil Rogers way, and I'm going to do my best. See you, Marty.
Thank you, Gil. It's always great to see Gil Rogers' smiling face, and we know that his luck is going to change the Gil Rogers way. And that's all I've got for you guys tonight on the NWL Update. Buenas noches.
The NWL is brought to you by X1051 is Kansas City's alternative. More music, less talk, all day. Listen for 105-minute non-stop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. And by Champion Tattoo and Body Piercing, Johnson County's premier custom tattooing and piercing studio. Stop by the shop located at 1016 East Santa Fe in Olathe, Kansas.
Welcome back to the NWL. Marty, it is time for our main event. Thor Theriot is going to go one-on-one with Blaine Meeks, and the winner of this is the #1 contender for Dak Draper's KC Championship.
Honestly, I am so torn. I'm such a big fan of both of these competitors. We know whatever happens in that ring and whoever walks out is going to take it to Dak.
That's right. Let's get down to ringside, and hopefully Blaine doesn't have that silly cape with him.
All right, it is main event time here in the NWL, and we have Captain KC himself, Blaine Meeks, making his way into the Scottish Rite Temple.
I like how this guy just appoints himself a captain. He doesn't have to go through the ranks. Just all of a sudden, he's carrying the mantle for Kansas City.
I think the fans appointed him Captain KC. I don't think any of his nicknames are self-appointed. I think the fans see him as the torchbearer here in the NWL. This match may be one of the most important matches in Blaine Meeks' career as he goes one-on-one with another beloved superstar here in the NWL, Thor Theriot, and the winner of this match gets Dakota Draper on August 5th.
There is Thor Theriot. Man, This guy has I got to give him this. He has been on a hot streak as of late. He's got a brand new T-shirt there. Where are those T-shirts available, Miller?
They are available at shop.nwleague.com under apparel. You pull down the apparel banner there, and you can pick up a brand new Thor Theriot shirt or any NWL shirt for just $20, sometimes even lower.
I have yet to see the Christopher Fulton TV shirt there, but I'm sure that it's on its way.
It has to be. We're trying to figure out how to spell voltage or Fulton.
We'll just pick one.
We'll pick one. Thor Theriot has been on a tear, as you said earlier, here in the NWL.
Kansas City. The following match is our main event of the evening, and is to crown the #1 contender for the NWL KC Championship.
I'm actually going to crown somebody, are they?
Introducing first, weighing in at 195 pounds, hailing from Austin, Texas, he is Captain KC, Blaine Super Me.
Go ahead, say it. I know what you're thinking.
Why don't you give yourself one more nickname, Blaine?
There you go.
And his opponent, weighing in at 213 pounds, hailing from Lincoln, Nebraska, he is Thor Theriot.
What's going on? And that's what makes me the journalist that I am.
Hard whip into the buckle, and you saw he put so much authority on that Irish whip that Blaine Meeks actually shot out of there like a bullet almost, and collapses to the canvas. What authority on that Irish whip by Thor Theriot.
Well, let me ask you this, Miller. If you're Dak Draper, you're the champion, you're watching this match, who do you root for? Who do you want to face? Do you have to face the power of Thor or the athleticism of Blaine Meeks?
Might be the first real question you've ever asked me since we've been broadcasting together. I would have to say Blaine Meeks, because Blaine Meeks, or wait, I would dodge him if I was Thor. Anyways.
You don't know. You don't know the answer, and that's precisely my point. It doesn't really matter who you face. You've got your own obstacles. Both these guys, two of the very, very best here in the NWL. I'll give them that. I don't like either one of them, but I'm certainly not going to take away from the athleticism and the tenacity of both of these competitors.
Nice gut buster there by Thor. Thor Theriot looks like he's working over that midsection and that lower back of Blaine Meeks, perhaps softening him up for that Ragnarok gut buster. And the thing about Blaine Meeks is he can hit that comic mischief from just about anywhere, and we've seen it time and time again. And let's not forget, if he, whoa, beautiful power slam. That was an amazing looking power slam, going for a cover, gets a 2 count. Let's not forget, if Blaine Meeks puts that cape on, he can use that high cross body block, which may be one of the highest in our great sport, and he can put Thor Theriot away with that.
How is wearing that cape legal anyway? He doesn't wear it in the ring for the whole match. How can he just put it on whenever he wants to? That doesn't seem fair to me.
It's not giving him any sort of advantage.
How do you know that? If you know, maybe that cape really does have magical powers, and that would be, a disservice to his competitors.
Both men exchanging forearm strikes in the middle of the ring. Did you just say magical? Wow. I don't even know what to do.
I don't know what to expect around here anymore. We got women walking around with blue hair. We've got Nick Chin doing all sorts of athletic things. This place is bizarre lately, so I'm up for anything goes on here in the NWL. And if you haven't been to a live event, you are missing out. So get down here.
Shop.nwleague.com and click on your ticket banner or events banner. Oh, hard!
Oh, he got him with everything.
Knee strike right to the face sends Blaine Meeks staggering into that second rope. Look at it. His eyes are rolling in his head like a slot machine.
He is out of it right now.
I don't even think Blaine Meeks knows where he's at. And now Thor Theriot needs to stay on the attack, and he is hoping to be that #1 contender for Dak Draper's championship. Duck on the clothesline there. Both men collide in the center of the ring. Both had the same idea, going for cross body blocks.
This looks like a car accident right there. Both those guys hitting each other very, very hard. They're both down. This could be the difference maker in the match right here.
What a main event we've seen so far here tonight. These two laying it all on the line to get that #1 contender spot. Both men driven by their need to capture that belt, but perhaps also by their hatred for Dak Draper. And would you look at that? Both men kip up at the count of 6. And now we are staring off in double clotheslines. Both of these guys are so fired up right now. They want the shot at this championship.
Well, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take who wants it more for whoever to prevail.
Talk on a clothesline there. Blaine Meeks swings him around. Nice back elbow. Beautiful leg lariat by Blaine Meeks. And now Theriot is reeling after this offensive flurry by Captain KC.
Oh, so fast, so athletic. I mean, we don't say it enough. This guy is not a small man. He can do some amazing things. And there it looks like he's going to go for that drop-down suplex.
There it is. That swing around suplex floats over into a cover. Nick Chin in position. 2 count. And Theriot gets the left shoulder up.
Well, the excitement in here, you listen to the crowd is sort of at a hush right now. They're really intent. They're sitting there watching. Everybody is just mesmerized by what they're seeing right now. How much of these you guys take?
Oh, going for that scintillating knee again. Theriot now hits him with a back elbow. Those are knockout knees that Theriot likes to hit people with, and charging for him into the corner. Theriot is starting to fire up, and when he does that, that means it's trouble for his opponents, and catches him with that beautiful corner drop kick.
Looks like Blaine Meeks should be the one that's hitting the panic button right now. Things not going his way. Just could be moments away from the Ragnarok.
Wow. Oh, picks him up and turns that into a blue thunder bomb. 1, 2. No! Blaine Meeks gets the left shoulder up.
I have never seen him do that. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Miller's got to have a surprise, right, for your opponent. These guys know each other so well. It's going to be moves like that give us a decisive victory.
I have never seen where they take somebody out of the corner like that and turn it into a blue thunder bomb. Nicely executed by Thor. Good innovative offense.
Thor really feeling it right now. He looks like he might have Meeks right where he wants him, and he does. He's up.
Yeah, he's up in that Ragnarok. If he hits this could be over for Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks turned it into comic mischief
out of nowhere.
Blaine Meeks floats over, turns it into comic mischief. Referee Nick
right
Chin,
here.
1,
That's 1,
2,
2.
no! It's
Dak
Draper, son of a gun! Here comes the champion, jumping Blaine Meeks. Unbelievable.
Finally getting a shot at Blaine Meeks, sticking his nose into Dak Draper.
Oh, will you stop it?
Same thing with Theriot. Here's one for you too, pal.
2 mile-high doctor bombs. He couldn't stand the fact that one of these guys has his number and is going to take that championship from him. So he had to come in and stick his nose where it doesn't belong.
There's your real champion right there, Dak Draper. Look at him. Both of them in the ring, him standing tall like a true champion. That's your Kansas City
Referee
champion.
Nick Chin has declared that due to the interference of Dak Draper, this match is ruled a no contest.
Oh, come on. Theriot and Blaine Meeks fought tooth and nail for almost 15 minutes. And this guy, oh, here comes Major.
Here comes the boss. Cashing checks. What's he gonna have to say?
Dak Draper doesn't seem to know what to make of this. Both Theriot and Blaine Meeks are out on the canvas.
Are you kidding me? You're the franchise. You're the franchise. We're in the middle of a contract renegotiation there, Dak. And I tell you what, man, what I've seen is I've seen you duck both of these guys. I've seen you basically ruin every match that Blaine Meeks has had, every match that Theriot has had, and when I see you actually have a match, I see you do this like this whole chicken crap, stand around on the outside, act like a punk, because you're a scared little man inside.
That's
and
harsh words.
I am tired of it. You are an embarrassment to our city, and you are an embarrassment to that title.
Man, Major really
And
laying
it is
down.
over. It is over. 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, what's going to happen is that you don't even have to matter. In fact, you don't even have to show up because it's going to be a triple threat match for that title with you, Dak Draper, Theriot, and Captain KC, Blaine Meeks.
Wow, what an
How is that fair to Dak Draper?
You don't even have to be involved in the finish, Dak. So do whatever you want to do. But I'm tired of this BS. and I'm tired of you. I will see you in 2 weeks, and God help you with those two in the same ring.
That's
Wow.
an unbelievable bombshell by Major Basie. How unfair is that?
Major Basie is speaking the voice of the people. We are tired of Dak Draper ducking and dodging and interfering where he doesn't belong. Now he has got some reckoning coming his way in the form of Thor, Theriot, and Blaine Meeks in a triple threat match next time we're at the Scottish Rite Temple on August the 5th.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable bias by Major Basie. Can't beat him fairly. Nobody can beat this man one-on-one, so Major's going to stack the desk. I can't believe this.
Blaine Meeks has finally made his way back up to his feet. What a main event that was absolutely marred and ruined by the NWL champion Dak Draper. Those kind of actions make me sick and make me agree with President Major Basie that he shouldn't be our champion.
Look, the way I see it, these guys both lost, so neither one of them get an opportunity at Dak Draper. How unfair to Dak.
Folks, we got to go. We'll see you next time. For Christopher Fulton, I'm Ben Miller. We'll see you next time on the NWL.